Shabbat Shalom, welcome to a special edition of the 321. This time it is Pesach on a Saturday night. What do we do? Crazy edition. I've gotten roughly 45,000 questions on this, so I've decided to try and answer all at once. I'm going to make it as simple as possible, which isn't that simple, but you should know I am simplifying a lot of things. If you want more information, there's lots of great articles I can point you to, which will give you variations and reasons and sources and things like that. But I'm going to ignore all of that and just run through the schedule as I recommend it with a few options here or there. First, Thursday morning, fast of the firstborn, the siyum. Don't eat before minyan. If you are a firstborn, come to minyan at 7 a.m. Join me for a siyum right after. There'll be, I assume, bagels. I didn't actually discuss the menu, but it usually is bagels. Second, Thursday evening is when you search for the chametz, the biur chametz. You take the feather, the candle, the thing. There's a whole thing to say. You wander around. You should keep in your mind that we don't actually stop eating chametz until about 10:30 on Saturday morning. Second, Friday, we still burn the chametz. If you're a chametz burner, we still burn it also about 10:30. I think it can really go to like 11:30, but there's your in-between time around there. That's when I'll burn it. You don't say the special kol chamira phrase while you burn, because that actually we're going to do as part of services on Saturday morning when the final time comes. You should do as much prep for the Seder before Shabbat as possible. You're not supposed to cook on Shabbat. That's true. Cook for Passover, cook for Seder. Assuming you're turning your house over to be kosher for Passover, it should be, the goal is to have it done by the burning, about 11 a.m. Friday morning, 10:30, 11. And you can, though, finish koshering or preparing until Shabbat starts. So what do we do? What do we eat? It's not Passover yet. Friday, Saturday, what's the deal? The answer is that you're actually allowed to eat chametz until Saturday morning at about 10:30. So you could, the issue is you don't want to chametz up your house that you just de-chametzified. So if you can find a way to eat chametz safely, you can. In fact, some people demand that you have challah and not matzah ashira on Friday night. That's the core debate at the center is, should you have Shabbat dinner with challah or with egg matzah? Because you're not supposed to eat matzah either until you get to the Seder. You're supposed to delay gratification, so we might actually enjoy eating the matzah. Crazy, I know. So your choice is option 1, challah that you eat really carefully or outside on paper, keep it separate. Option 2, matzah ashira, egg matzah that you can eat on your Pesach stuff that is good, and you're good to go, and that counts. Both have sources that support them. Both have followings in various observant communities. But the main thing is, whatever you do, you have to do it in as much a contained way as possible. I actually recommend eating outside if you can, to just keep it all outside, whatever you decide to do. I have one colleague who is having a full not kosher Passover meal at his shul, and another colleague who is only having egg matzah, and the shul's already kosher for Passover, and telling everyone to live that way. So there's your range of what we're going to do. Saturday morning, I said we'll do the kol chamira, the phrase that says any chametz left is like dust. It's also the moment at which the contract for selling chametz will go into effect. You still own the chametz until that moment. Now we get to Saturday night. Saturday night is also pretty tricky. You're really not supposed to start the Seder until Shabbat ends at about like 8:45. Check our website. We have the exact time. So what do we do? You can do that. That's option 1, option A, and probably the most ideal things. I will tell you, in my family with young kids, we start way earlier, and we save the Kiddush part of Kiddush. We'll still say Borei Pri Hagafen on the first cup of wine, but we'll save the Kiddush part and Havdalah till the 4th cup of wine, basically with dessert. Everything else you can more or less do beforehand, although the ideal is to do everything after Shabbat when Pesach begins. Although on a normal Pesach, you could start Passover early. Saturday night makes it hard. All right. 4.5 minutes. I think we did as best we can. If I didn't answer your question, of course, shoot me an email, and I will do my best to get you the info. Thinking of you, Chag Kasher V'Sameach.